hand up and tell me, what does it mean to be dehumanized? It's not a rhetorical question, I'm actually looking for answers. What does it mean to dehumanize another human?
Humiliate. Being stripped of their human rights.
Being stripped of their human rights.
Easy to target.
Someone who is easy to target.
Less human.
What does that mean though, less human?
Mean their lives don't matter.
Their lives are not as worthy as your lives. Anything else?
How about the kids? The young people here.
Inhumane behaviour.
Inhumane behaviour. What do we mean by inhumane behaviour?
Not getting treated like a human.
Not getting treated like a human. What does that mean?
Denied education, denied medical help, denied a voice.
Education, denied medical help. Now yesterday, like so many over today with us, we've all had our vaccinations, yeah? My arms bleed from mine yesterday, but we'll get there. The point is that while I was going there, and I'm sure every single one of you who has been felt that little bit of you felt special, yeah? Because your government here actually cares about its citizens. Have we heard of any Palestinian people getting their vaccinations?
No!
Have we? Why?
They've been denied it.
Why?
Because they're Palestinian.
Because they are oppressed. This is an example of dehumanization. It is an example of wiping out people, of wiping out those who they feel that are not worthy of saving. And what can we do about it? Well, one of the things...
We can unite against violation.
So we can unite against violation, but how? What can we do here in Falkirk to help our brothers and sisters?
We can tell the world the way they are living over their lives.
Educate!
Educate them.
The power of social media, as we've realised over these last 12 months, has been to uncover the wool over so many people's eyes and about the realities of how people are living. So if you're sharing stuff on social media, that's fantastic, but it's not enough. Having that conversation, a lot of people are too scared to talk about Israel and Palestine for the fear that they're going to be branded as anti-Semitic. Do you agree with me on that? Because I certainly have been one of these people.
Yes!
And how unfair is it that when we talk about human rights, that we're branded as such? Again, that is another form of dehumanization. You're taking away our right, our freedom of speech that is so cherished in this country. Another thing that we can do, also, in fact, another thing about dehumanisation is we've got lots of children here today. I had to fight with my kids to come out today, and I'm sure many of you others might have as well. Because it's about, when we listen to the suffering of other people, how does it make us feel?
Horrible.
Sometimes it does, but we're all converted here. We all believe in the rights of the Palestinians. We all believe in human rights, but what about those people who don't?
It's not their problem.
It's because it's somewhere else.
Yep.
It's not their problem. It's not happening in their doors. The lack of empathy, the lack of sympathy, that is also a factor into the dehumanisation process. So for anyone who does lack sympathy, that right there and then, that is a self-reflection on what your mental mind state is. How do we invoke empathy and sympathy to our communities that we live in?
By sharing stories.
We tell a narrative, we tell a story. We see, this is why the media has, not like the mainstream media, but the power of social media, is the fact that when we see little children, I see children the same age as mine. I see children the same age as your children, who are suffering so badly, and it really hits home people choose to turn a blind eye. Why? Because they can't deal with it. It's not their problem, not at all. But imagine if one last thing I'm going to say. There was such an uproar about lockdown, right? We had to stay at home. We have to adhere to all these social restrictions today. And so many people, hands up if you're fed up of lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah? I think I speak for all of us, yes. Aren't you guys fed up of being stuck inside the house? You love being at home. PlayStation all the time.
How about if you don't have PlayStation electricity then?
So imagine you've been stuck at home over the last 12 months. But times that by 10. So imagine if you're stuck at home with no electricity. Where are you going to get your food from? Where are you going to get your games from? How are you going to charge your phone? We can't. And we've got all these. We've got running water. We've got a stable roof over our head. We do not need to worry about bombs destroying our homes and destroying our families.
Yeah, we complain about lockdown, right?
And yes, exactly. We complain about lockdown. We complain about homeschooling. We complain about our education system. We complain about our health care system here as well. And I'm not saying this to make you feel bad, because hands down, I also do complain quite a lot. Anybody who knows me, you know that I'm a moaner and I'm a complainer. But I'm also one to make that change. So that's the final point I want to say is these practical things that we can do is to, first and foremost, is to instill empathy and sympathy with people who don't feel it, to choose to turn the other way. Because we know that the power of social media can and will make our voices heard, but we need to be a collective in that. So continue what you're doing, but don't be afraid to have that conversation. This is it's a political thing. It's about a government looking to wipe out a human race. I believe deep down when we talk about faith, all faiths of Abrahamic faiths promote peace and unity, and that is something that we need to focus on. I don't believe that there is any religion in the world that says it's fine to kill someone else for the sake of them just being of another faith. That is not true, and that is something that we need to be very vocal about and realise and educate our fellow brothers and sisters about as well. Thank you very much for listening to me. We are on Facebook Live as well, as Almasar Forth Valley.
Can you spell that?
Pardon?
Spell it.
Almasar, ALMASAAR, Forth Valley. We're also on Twitter and YouTube, so any videos, etc., they will be put up on our social media, so please do share. And we do have our a rally next week as well, but I'll pass over to the organiser.